I'm going to begin with a simple story. Once upon a time, a woman was carrying a 20-liter jerry can of water on her head. She had just come from the water hole and was walking up the path to her home, 2 miles away. At the same time, a tourist walked down the path, iPad in hand. They meet at a narrow spot on a bend. Suddenly, the tourist is startled and slips. The woman steadies the 60-pound jerry can with poise. Their eyes meet, and like in all good stories, they are immediate friends. Looking up, the tourist recalls some things he read. How much time does she spend gathering water? I wonder if any of her children have died. I can help this woman and her family. So after returning home, he galvanized his community and raised money for a well with a hand pump. 1 year later, happy village, happy tourist, happy ending. But is it sustainable? Tragically, many good water projects aimed at reducing suffering instead end in project abandonment and a return to the old unsafe practices. Why? Often it is because the people lack the necessary technical training. Sometimes the lack of one simple screw can affect the health of an entire village. In Kenya, for instance, out of 12,000 wells, almost 4,000 hand pumps are not functioning. You and I both know that the donors and the recipients wanted this to work. These are not failures of heart. These are failures of planning. The Water Projects Consortium provides comprehensive planning and a long-term mentorship. We make sure the needs of the community, and particularly the needs of women, are addressed and that the systems are properly designed. We remain involved with the community for years in order to be sure that the users are fully equipped to operate and maintain their water and sanitation facilities. We also help negotiate the Rotary grant process. It's our goal to multiply donor funds by up to 3 times. Now let me tell you about 2 projects that demonstrate the value the consortium adds. First, Papua New Guinea has a high death rate for infants and for mothers. Clean water and sanitation should solve this tragedy. So people like you and I provided a simple well for clean water and a simple pit latrine to control disease. But there was no research into sustainability. And sadly, the thinking was flawed. The water table is too high for a pit latrine, and as a result, the latrine actually increased groundwater contamination. Our sustainable solution? Centralia Rotary members, along with community leaders in Papua New Guinea, met to produce a master plan with the help of the Water Projects Consortium. In addition to the need for clean water, it became clear that even walking to collect water to do laundry was dangerous for these women. So today, we are completing the first of several grants that involve rainwater harvesting for schools, building women's centers, and building above-ground latrines. For life sustainability, the emphasis is on hygiene training for the students. They will in turn teach their families. The second project example involves Remba Island, Kenya, a tiny island with a population of 2,400 residents. Cholera and typhoid, these deadly diseases, were common. AIDS on Remba was at 40%. Did you know that unsafe water reduces the effectiveness of AIDS medication? A team of Rotary experts and Kenyan medical officials went to Remba to assess the water and sanitation issues. The conclusion was a multi-phased master plan. Our Water Projects Consortium entered into this joint effort. We built the water system. Another U.S. NGO built the health clinic. And for operations, a Kenyan NGO trained the island volunteers. This work was completed in 2013. I was on Remba 2 months ago to assess the sustainability, and I'm happy to report that after 33 months, the community is operating the system responsibly, and the Rotary water is flowing like a dream come true. On our final day on the island, in the cool shadow of the tall water tower, Charles Malala expressed his thanks when he said to me, "The children don't die anymore." We measure success not on ribbon-cutting photo or things built, but when whole families get healthier and communities are transformed, when cholera and typhoid disappear altogether, and of course, when the children and mothers don't die anymore.